Hi everybody, this is Nessa here of Nessa's Hair Extensions. Thanks so much for watching all of my videos and listening to my ramblings on. Anywho's, today I'm going to be making a wig. This is a wig that has been commissioned by one of my very good clients. She basically had the hair I'm going to be using for this wig was purchased for a weave we did back in November of last year. So the hair is still in excellent condition, still is really, really nice, although don't get me wrong, it's just been washed and in a bag and ready for me to, of course, complete the wig. But anywho's, yep, we are using the You Can Make It Yourself dome cap style mesh wig cap. I like using the dome caps just because it's nice and round. There's no ear tabs. I cannot stand ear tabs unless it is on a full frontal. But today we're not going to be using a full frontal, as you have already seen. We are simply just going to be using a closure and two bundles of the 2 bundles. One 14-inch bundle, one 12-inch bundle, and a 12-inch closure. Again, this is from nhehair.com if you do want to purchase a package, because we have a really great sale going on. Anyway, it's not trying to plug the website or anything. Okie dokie. So, another really quick reason why I love these dome caps, and I promise I won't go on about it for too long, is if you can see that really nice and thick band that goes along the perimeter of the cap there. It's really nice and secure, and it's thicker than the average kind of flimsy band that they would put, or elastic that they would put on these dome caps. This is a really nice thick one, and the mesh fabric is also sewn over it and folded over it. So and the reason why I like that so much is because this particular client, she has a really, really petite head, which hence the reason why I'm actually making this on a foam head rather than an actual wig making head, just because her head is so tiny. Anyway, she specifically requested not to have the combs in because she finds them a little bit uncomfortable. So with this cap, that band is so secure and so it's thicker, which just means it offers a lot more security. So my client can safely wear this wig and it's not going to come off, and it's not going to cause irritation or anything like that to where she has to have combs or anything, because it's just really nice and secure. But anywho's, so I'm just sewing the weft on basically one side to the other in a horizontal fashion until I got up to approximately, well, as you can see there, like a couple of inches away from being around the closure. Now at that point, instead of going round, I've started to kind of square off my pattern of sewing, just to be more in line with the closure. Now what that's going to do is it's going to stop any sort of gaps occurring, because when in wig making, if you do make wigs, or you're just starting out making wigs or anything, what you may find is that if you sew in a pattern that is according to your head, either your client's head or maybe your head, if you go in a circular pattern, because our heads are round, you go in a circular pattern, but then you have a closure that is square or a frontal that is cut off, if you don't eventually switch your sewing pattern to accommodate that, your frontal or your closure, then you're going to have gaps and it's going to look a little bit wonky. But anyways, that's what we're doing there. So I'm almost finished. I've got just a couple more tracks to sew in here. In the end, I think I cut off, I had spare like less than a centimeter of hair left, so I'm just like, I'm not going to sew that in because it's not really going to make a difference to the overall look of the wig. So yeah. Anyway, now what I'm doing here though is I'm making sure that I'm sewing really, I'm directly sewing onto the actual closure itself. So I'm going not only through the weft, but also through the closure and the mesh of the dome cap as well, in all one fell swoop there. And that way we've got extra security on the closure, and a really nice and flush look on the weft, the transition from the weft to the closure as well. So taking it down now, the part was already there from when my client had her weave in before, and what I'm doing just now is I'm actually cutting out the black dome part of the well, of the closure, so that when she does wear this wig, if she puts on either a beige or brown wig cap, it's going to look more like scalp coming through rather than having the black wig cap underneath there. Yeah, we're looking, we definitely need to get the styling done. What I'm using here is the Icy Olive Oil serum that I absolutely love. You'll find that I use this a lot in a lot of my videos just because I think it's great for dry hair. It's great for moisturized hair too. It's just a wonderful heat protectant and also moisturizing serum. And I'm topping it off with the, it's called a silicone silk, and basically it's a super light spray that helps just to smooth and really heat seal everything in, and combining these two together is wonderful for hair extensions. It really is. Sorry, Simply Styling, as you can see the bottle there, but it's a silicone spray as well. So for this hair being nearly a year old, it is still looking really nice, really healthy, really shiny, and it's not dry in the least. It is just nice and moisturized. And there goes my bottle because I'm klutzy and I just totally knocked it over. But anywho's, it's now for the closure, because it's been in a bag for a little while. What I need to do is I need to lay it. Now, you can lay your closures or your frontals in a variety of ways. Water is using one of them. You can use heat, so like a curling wand or something just to press it down. I'm just simply using, I'm not getting it super wet, but I'm just using a little bit of that foam wrap set mousse. So you see just me putting a couple little dots on there, pinning it down, and I'm just going to grab the blow dryer and just blow it dry. Basically, and there you go. And then my closure is set. If you didn't do this, or if I didn't do this, what would happen is it would just be like sticking up to the roof or something ridiculous, and it wouldn't look very clean and very polished. But anywho's, it's so adding my serum, adding my spray, and just giving it a final little curl right there. Now, normally if this was a brand new closure, I would pluck out a little bit of the part and so forth, but this part has already been pre-plucked according to my my client's request. Her natural hair density is not very thick, so we opted for a wider part just so it would look more like hers or her own, rather than having, you know, going from thinner hair with a really wide part to all of a sudden, boof, thick hair and a very thin part, and it would have just given it away. Now, I'm just quickly turning the wig upside down after I've done the curls, and I'm taking my wide tooth comb and just gently going through the curls because we just want to add a little bit of volume and shake it up a little bit. And there you can see we've got that nice little bit of volume that was there. Now, I'm not putting any hairspray or anything in this because this is a nice clean wig, and we don't need to. But if I did want that volume and that curl to hold for a couple of days, then I would definitely put some hairspray in it. So, and this is the final product. So we've got just a lovely wig, which is ready to go, ready to wear, and I believe she's going to look absolutely fabulous in it. Thanks so much for watching, and if you would like your own high-quality reusable hair, pop onto the website and use the discount code NHE31 to receive 31% off of your entire order. Thanks so much!